Hi YouTube, it is now 2018, welcome to 2018, but more importantly, I think the cruise I'm going on is coming up in 2 weeks, and I think maybe some of you might also be going on that cruise. Last year, some people asked me, hey Joey, would you give us some tips for how to prepare to go onto the cruise? You know, I've never been on a cruise before, especially not like a gay cruise. I've seen your videos, but what can I do to prepare? So today I'm gonna give you some tips on how to prepare for the cruise. So let's do it. First thing is, you're gonna have a cabin and there's not gonna be Grindr or Jacked or Scruff or any of these apps, okay? Most people will not have internet. You can buy internet, but you probably shouldn't. You're gonna need to meet people the old-fashioned way. Because you don't have these apps, one of the cool, unique ways on a cruise you can connect with people is by having little business cards. We call them cruise cards because it's not you're doing business, you're on a cruise. Usually we just make tiny little cards, you order them online. I'm gonna put a photo of one right here that I made from last year. And it just has a photo, it has your name, it has your cabin or stateroom number, and then on the back you can put like maybe a link to your Facebook or Instagram or whatever so that you guys can keep in touch afterwards. Usually whenever I leave my room, I would take maybe like a small handful of these. If there's a bag you're gonna carry around to like the side of the pool, or just maybe a few in your pocket so that if you run into someone and you want to, you just give them your card, and if they want to, they can give you their card if they have them. Door decorations, right? So you should have your name on the door, not like your first, middle, or last name, maybe just your first name. Have some photos of yourself on your door. That way when people pass by your door, they know that, you know, it's you that is in that cabin, right? What my friends and I usually do is we might pick some photos we have from our phones or from Facebook or from wherever, and then we send maybe like 5 or 10 of those photos to your local pharmacy, because a lot of those places here, at least here in the US, they will print photos for you that you send to them on the internet onto like film, like actual 4x6, you know, like the old days when you developed film, if you're old enough to remember that. But basically you have nicely printed photos you chosen for yourself. You can just bring them on a cruise, bring a little bit of tape, and then you can just stick them on your door once you get there. It's also nice to have a little whiteboard and a marker, or like some post-it notes and a pen, so that when people walk by your door, or if you know you meet someone on a cruise and you tell them what your stateroom, cabin room number is, then they can leave you little notes on your door. And a lot of the times the way you find people is, you know, you go to someone's room to find them and they're not there, so you can leave them a message and say like, hey, it's Joey, just drop by at 4:30, maybe you want to get dinner later tonight at 8. It's actually a really great way to communicate. It's kind of more fun than like being on your phone all the time and messaging people that way. Some of these newer ships though, like the one that we're going on in a couple of weeks, which is the Harmony of the Seas by Royal Caribbean, they do have a system, a network on board the ship where you can buy for like, I don't know, $5 or $8. It doesn't give you internet, but it gives you access to the onboard Royal Caribbean messaging app, and it lets you message other people that also have the app and that package while you're on the ship. And I believe it lets you call up staterooms because each of the rooms have a phone. So me and my friends are going to be doing that. I'm going to have my phone with me just because I am going to be vlogging the entire trip for you guys, and I need a camera with me at all times. But it's totally okay to disconnect as well and just leave all your electronics and leave the internet behind for a week. Beyond your name and having photos and maybe like a whiteboard or post-it notes or whatever, the sky's the limit, you know, like make the place home for the next 7 days or however long the cruise is for you. You know, like if you have some random decorations you want to put onto the outside of your door, go for it. My friends and I, we have a block of like 8 or 10 rooms all adjacent to each other, so we might be doing some sort of like hallway decoration that spans like the entire length of all the rooms that we have. Inside your stateroom, it's gonna be your home for the next 7 days. Now, when you go to a regular hotel, there's gonna be some creature comforts in there depending on the type of the hotel room that you have. What I like to bring on a cruise especially is my Bluetooth speaker. I don't always bring that when I go to a hotel list half the time they have one in the room already that I can plug my phone into. But knowing some of these cruise ships, there's usually a TV in your room. The speakers are kind of horrible, and we usually like to listen to music when we're getting ready, or sometimes we just chill out in the rooms to music. So having like a nice Bluetooth speaker, if you have one, that's a great thing to bring with you. In terms of clothing, one type of outfit that I like to bring is what I call outdoor pajamas. Okay, so if you are at home by yourself, you can just walk out from your bedroom to your living room to your kitchen and you can have a meal. Meals are very easily accessible on the cruise ship, no matter where you are. You're never more than like 2 or 3 minutes from some sort of all-you-can-eat food. But if you wake up one morning or even in the middle of the night and you're hungry, you will need to walk to basically a restaurant or a cafe to get food, and there will be other people there. Now, you need to wear something that is easy to put on, that doesn't look shit. You must see me wear it before. I have this blue zip-up hoodie that's really easy to put on. I'm wearing sweatpants right now. I guess if you're on vacation, you can wear sweatpants. I have these like nice-ish sweatpants that I probably wouldn't mind wearing in front of other guys. I think they look sexy. And a comfortable pair of walking sandals. Sometimes putting on real shoes, just a hassle. You just want to run out for like a midnight snack or something. You won't have to spend like 20 minutes just to dress up to look presentable, just so you can make that 5-minute run down to that all-night cafe to grab like 5 brownies and drinks or something. You need something you can throw on quickly that looks respectable, that you can use to like do these chores while you're on the ship. Obviously, there's gonna be a pool. Usually it's pretty sunny. Wherever the cruise ships are, they go to like sunny tropical type destinations. This one's going to the Caribbean, so I'll obviously pack things you might wear at a beach possibly, right? It's gonna be poolside a lot, have your swimmer, bring lots of sunscreen. This always catches me out on every cruise I've been on, especially if you're going with friends. There's always one meal where we'll want to do like a nicer meal. We'll go to maybe one of the nicer restaurants, and I usually never wear anything formal. I am a t-shirt and jeans type of a person. I wear that to work, I wear that to the club, I wear that to the supermarket. But in a situation like this, if you go to a fancier restaurant, kind of on the spur of the moment because, oh, you're having so much fun, let's go somewhere nice for one of the meals, just have like a button up, even a short sleeve button up is fine, maybe like some khaki pants or something. Every cruise I've been on one of these, my friends have always wanted to go to just one slightly nicer meal to like a slightly nicer restaurant where, you know, that graphic tee is not gonna cut it. This is just generally something I bring on almost every trip that I travel on. I usually bring multivitamins. I don't usually take multivitamins at home because when I'm at home, I don't eat out that much and I can get lots of fruits and vegetables and kind of my nutrients from whole foods that way. Even though you have lots of dining options on a cruise, you can load up on tons of vegetables and tons of fruit. Just because there's so much to do on a cruise, you might be on the go a lot, and as a result, your nutrition might suffer. So if you're kind of like me, where you're just really used in your daily life to eating like pretty healthy, and then on a cruise, you're like on vacation, you kind of let your diet slip. Pills are not a substitute for food, but I like to just take a multivitamin, just at least something. Vitamins in you is better than no vitamins in you. I also pack fiber pills, Metamucil, because you have to keep things flowing. It's important. I think you can understand. Specific to a cruise, you might want some motion sickness pills. So you have those that they sell over the counter. And you can also get little patches that you see people put just behind their ear. Those are kind of like slow release, I think. And that's a little more convenient. You just kind of leave it on there and you don't have to worry about having to remember to take pills or things like that. But every cruise ship I've been on, there is a little medical center, and those are the most professional people. They're usually really well stocked. They're super nice. So you don't have to go overboard and bring like a whole complete medical kit with you, because they do have professionals and they do have some of those supplies on board the ship. Okay, let's talk about packing, right? You're probably gonna need to fly to where the port is. On this cruise, it is in Fort Lauderdale, and I'm in LA, so I'm gonna need to fly like 5 hours to get there. Obviously, I hope you know how to pack what is and is not appropriate to bring onto a plane when you fly to the port. Now, once you get to the port, you can actually maybe bring or buy a few additional things to bring onto the cruise. Because to get onto a cruise, it doesn't have some of the same luggage restrictions as you have on an airplane. For example, you can bring liquids on with you, and usually liquids are hard to bring onto a plane, especially as a carry-on. There's usually not technically a limit on how much luggage you can bring with you onto a cruise ship. However, unless you have a huge suite and you're a baller on a cruise like that, you probably don't have a lot of room. The rooms are relatively small, closets are not big, so don't bring tons of big luggage with you. However, you're okay to bring liquids. Alcohol though, they usually have some sort of restrictions on that. Check with the specific cruise line you're going on with. For Royal Caribbean, which we're going on this time, I think they allow a couple of bottles of champagne and wine for alcohol, but that's it. So you can have access to tons of food and tons of water for free, so you don't really need to bring any liquids. But other than that, going on a cruise does not require any special preparation. Maybe you want to kind of prepare your mindset actually. One of the things I love so much about going on a cruise is that, I was actually explaining to a coworker over lunch today, everybody on a cruise is on vacation. It's not like when you hang out with people kind of on land where oh, so-and-so has to go because they have to let the dog out, or oh, whoever needs to go pick up the laundry, oh, or whatever has like some other obligations or whatever, right? When you're on a cruise ship, no one has chores, no one has work. I hope no one's bringing their work with them onto a cruise. Logistics is easy because everything is like a 5-minute walk away from your room to any restaurant to any entertainment venue to any of the facilities and then back again. No one has anything to do on a cruise but to enjoy themselves. The first time I went on a cruise, it was actually kind of weird to be like, okay, I'm here, I'm unpacked, and it's like, I kind of sort of don't know what to do with myself. There's like not any regular life to deal with. I can just like, I'm just supposed to have fun for like an entire week, but that is literally what you are paying for. That's why you put yourself into a cruise ship, so that you don't have logistics issues, you don't have chores, you don't have work. You can get away from the real world, including if you wanted to just disconnect from the internet for an entire week. So it's gonna be a weird concept, but embrace it. It's gonna be so great. All right, if you have any questions about anything else you want to do or you can do to prepare for a cruise, leave in the comments. I'm going to be checking the comments all throughout the next couple weeks between now and when we board Harmony of the Seas for the Atlantis cruise this January, and I will answer them. And if you want to see more of these types of videos about preparing how to do things before you do them, leave a comment so I can do those types of videos. Anyways, this is my first video of the year, so I hope you're having a great start to 2018 so far. I started my 2018 attending a white party in Bangkok. Yes, there's gonna be a video on it. Yes, it's not gonna come up for maybe a little while. I have a laptop here and all the footage is being uploaded from my party right now. But stay tuned because there's gonna be a tiny little itsy sneak peek of white party Bangkok at the end of this YouTube video right here. All right, love you, see ya, bye. Alright, so I was home getting ready still, and the rest of these guys went to get groceries, and they came back with a whole fucking grocery cart. Apparently it's allowed in Bangkok at the supermarket to do that.
We in Thailand. We in Thailand.
You guys need to be louder.